In this video, we're going to create a workflow dashboard for payroll workflows. So I am in my dashboard here. I'm going to click the little plus button to add my component, and then I'm going to stick with my component type of general. But I'm going to drop this down and I'm going to choose custom navigation. In my title, I'm going to change this to payroll, call it whatever you like. And then on the height, I'm going to change this to 300 just to make that box a little bigger. Down here then in my link details is where I tell the system, here's what I want to do, and here is where in the system I need to go to do that. So first, what I would like to do is import time. And to link to that in this system, I just started typing there. I typed tasks, and I'm going to choose time cards. So this is a payroll workflow if you're using payroll within Intacct. If you're not, then your process is going to be slightly different. But if you're using payroll, pen to payroll within Intacct, then it's going to be, go to time cards to import your time. Then approve the time. It's going to be the same area, tasks, time cards. Then you want to generate your checks. You're going to have to do approve and post in here. So this is within the payroll module itself. Click tasks again and go to checks. And then they've been approved and posted within the payroll module. They flow over then to the main system. And at that point, we want to select checks for payment. So in order to do that, I need to go to the expenses module and do a reimbursement. So I'm going to have to find that by scrolling through. This is very not user-friendly. What section is that in again? Oh, I said expenses, right? I think that's towards the bottom. So I'm going to scroll. There's time, purchasing, payroll, order entry, budgets. Good gracious, where is expenses? Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to choose within expenses reimbursements, select expenses to reimburse. And then once that's done, I'm going to want to print them. So print my payroll checks. And to do that, I would want to go to checks. No. Okay, so accounts payable, checks, print checks. Or if you do ACH, you want to generate ACH file, which is in payment files within the accounts payable module. So I'm going to keep scrolling to accounts payable, payment files, ACH file generation. And then I need to download the file to send to the bank. And then I also need to come back into that same area of the system to approve once the payments have been processed by the bank. And if you've watched all of these videos, I have repeated myself a lot because we do a lot of the same things in a bunch of these different workflows that I set up. But sorry about that if you've watched them all. So where am I going? Accounts payable, payments, payment files, ACH payment file. Okay, perfect. So importing your time, approving your time, generate your checks, select those checks for payment, print your payroll checks, and then if you do ACH instead of printing, then there's the workflow for that. Obviously, your workflow might be different. Don't put in what you don't need. Add in the areas of the system that you do need. If you need help on where that is, you can always, hit save, obviously, to save that actual dashboard, but go to where in the system it is that you normally go to do whatever it is that you have to do. Maybe it's in cash management and you want to choose a link from there. So let's say once I have that created, then I'm going to click on the link for import time. It's going to bring me to my payroll module, to the time card section where I would do my import. Same thing for my approving my time. I go into that same section of payroll. Generating my checks is the checks section in payroll. And from there, I need to do the approval first, and then I have to post them. Once they've posted, I'm going to select those checks for payment. So that's going to bring me to the select expenses to reimburse. And then I want to print my payroll checks, or I want to generate the ACH file for that. So that is that workflow. More specific to if you're using, obviously, Penta payroll that is within Intacct. But, pick and choose what makes sense for you. Maybe you import your time through the time module and you need to link to that. That's totally fine. So that's a workflow for payroll. And then in the next and last video of this series, we're going to do a workflow dashboard for month-end close.